The truck is warming up. I've got the crates loaded up here in the back because today we're gonna hit the road and go and get our off-season pigs. That's what's going on today on Farmer Tyler Ranch. After morning chores were done, I piled up the family into the truck and we hit the road on our way to Vina. Vina's about an hour and a half or maybe even a little bit further from us, and there probably are a lot of breeders that are closer by than that, but I've always had really good luck with the pigs from this guy, and he's really good to work with, so that's where we go. Usually when I buy piglets, they're like 20 pounds, maybe 30 pounds. I would say they're about the size of a very large house cat. These piglets, on the other hand, were gigantic. One of the pigs needed a shot, but other than that, they were ready to go into the truck. I feel like I should probably address something that I suspect I'll get questions about, and that is the way that we pick up and handle the pigs and the way that they squeal like that. And it doesn't mean that they're in pain or anything like that. It just means that, you know, something's happening to them that they're not used to. I just wanted to be sure that everyone understands that we're not hurting the pigs, that this is just what they do. Needless to say, I was very glad that I wasn't the one that had to catch and wrangle these pigs. Ryan, the breeder, made it look easy. I don't think I would have made it look so easy.
Come on.
Fit in there.
This is gonna get crowded.
Are you gonna catch that one?
Probably not. I mean, I'll try, but if I do, it's probably just gonna run right through my legs.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come.
Hang on, Dad.
Come up, Wallace. Put him back in the fence. Come on.
After we got the pigs loaded up into the truck, it was time to head back home. Lately, it seems that every car ride or every trip that we take starts with my wife in the front seat, but with two young kids, it seems like she always ends up in the back seat, and then Callie gets to ride shotgun in the front with me. We made it back home with our two pigs, and I think that instead of putting them in the normal pen where I usually put them, I'm gonna put them in this big pen over here on the north side of the house where I ended up moving our last batch of pigs. So I've got this kind of set up for them already, but I think that I want to sort of partition them off into a smaller area and put their feed and their water in that area so that they know where to find those things. And then after they're sort of settled in and realizing that they're at home now, then I can open them up to the bigger part of this pen. So I've got my little sectioned off area here, and I'm thinking about this. I'm trying to be smart about it, and I think that rather than try to take the pigs out of their crates, bring them in here, and then somehow close the fence on them, because I don't have a gate here and I don't plan on putting one here just because this isn't permanent. I'm thinking at the most they'll be here for a couple weeks, but more likely it'll be a few days. I think the smart way to do this is to pull the crates out of the truck, put them in here, finish my fence and get everything buttoned up there, get some feed in the feeder, get some water in the waterer, and then once they're already sort of locked up in here, then I can open the crates up and let them out. Boy, carrying you like this ain't gonna be that easy either, is it? I'm actually genuinely worried about this crate breaking on trying to do this. Okay, maybe it'll make it. Whew, these guys are heavy. They're heavier than I thought they were. We got that one. Let's get the next one. Oh man, oh man. So, smart way to do this. Not sure how I'm gonna grab you here, guy. Guess just leave it there. I don't know if that pig's a little bit heavier or if it's just that that crate was a little bit bigger and harder for me to grab. But that one was a lot harder. I'm not sure. So, yeah, we got him in there. No harm done. Let's pull the truck out of the way, get this closed off, and turn them loose. I've got this gate sort of, or panel I should say, run around here in an arch. This is a totally weak setup, and before I leave them out here unattended, I'm gonna go ahead and reset the hot wire and turn that on as well, because I feel like there's a decent chance that they can break through this and get out. And if they do, and I've got the hot wire set up and everything in the big pen here, then at least I don't have to worry about them leaving the property. That's the main thing. Before I open the door and let these guys loose, I did want to point out that you'll notice their tails are red. That's not a sore or anything like that. That's just marking paint that the guy that we bought them from used to identify which two I was getting. It's a pretty anticlimactic release there. And get on out of there. Come on, guy. Come on. It was around this time that I start remembering an old wives' tale, or what I thought was an old wives' tale, that a pig will not walk backwards. And after this experience, I'm inclined to say that this is true. I could not get these guys to step backwards to save my life. Oh, would you please? There. There, you did it. Nice work, buddy. Let's go. Come on. On your feet. This pig just absolutely refuses to cooperate and back out of here. So what I'm going to do is take the dog crate apart, and I can lift the top off, and I'm hoping that once he sees the light of day, that'll sort of wake him up and get him to want to come out of there. There you go. See that? You want to jump it? That'll work. That'll work. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. There you go. Yeah, you got it. If I wasn't able to split that crate into two pieces, I'm not so sure that that pig still wouldn't be in there. So these are our off-season pigs. I would estimate these guys to be about 75 to maybe even 85 pounds. They sure feel a lot heavier when you're carrying them than as heavy as they look when you look at them. And the reason that we ended up getting these guys so late is because the breeder and I had decided that it would be better to wait until after the holidays, until after I got my last batch of pigs harvested before I got these guys. So while we were kind of waiting for all that to happen, these guys ended up getting quite a lot bigger than pigs that I normally get. The good thing about this is that they're already trained to a water nipple and they're already, you know, pretty docile around people. But the bad thing about it, as you could see, was loading and unloading them was quite a bit more of a challenge. The little barrow there hit the water with his nose and made it squirt some water out. So I guess that they'll be able to smell that. They'll know where their water is now. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch.